For many MMA fans, Johnny Bones Jones is the GOAT of MMA. The man has defended his title 13 times and last year moved up to heavyweight to become a double champ after beating Ciryl Gane. However, there's one man in the division who would absolutely annihilate Jones in the Octagon, and his name is Tom Aspinall. Right now, Jones is the heavyweight official champ and was supposed to defend his title against heavyweight veteran Stipe Miocic at UFC 295. However, Jones suffered a seriously bad pectoral injury in training, which put that fight on hold for several months. So, in replacement of this fight, Dana White ordered Sergey Pavlovich and Tom Aspinall to fight for the interim title. Coming in on late notice, Aspinall dispatched the knockout artist in 69 seconds to become the interim champ. Now, the next logical step would be to order Jones versus Aspinall to unify the division, right? However, Jones then come out saying that he wanted the legacy fight with Stipe, and Dana White, being Dana White, just couldn't say no to his little cash cow. So, for the first time in UFC history, the champ is fighting someone who isn't the interim champ. The official date hasn't been announced yet, but the fight will take place sometime in 2024. Now, you've got to imagine that Jones will get through Stipe, who looked like he needed a pair of crutches to walk out of the stadium at UFC 295. And assuming nothing goes wrong on Aspinall's side, the only fight to make will be Jones versus Aspinall. So, when they step into the cage, who is going to be crowned victorious? Well, from our analysis, we think that, for the first time, Johnny Bones may have bitten off more than he can chew with Tom Aspinall, who has all the attributes to become one of the greatest to ever do it. Let's look at the Brit's biggest advantages. Advantage number 1, a natural-born heavyweight. Perhaps Tom's biggest and most obvious advantage is his size advantage over Jones. Now, the two aren't actually massively different in weight, with Jones coming in at around 250 pounds and Aspinall floating around the 260 mark. However, there is a big difference. Jones is a weight bully who has always had a size advantage over his opponent, but Aspinall is a heavyweight through and through. He's the more natural heavyweight and won't be at a severe weight disadvantage when they meet in the cage. To highlight this point, let's take a look at Jones's resume. I mean, when you actually think about it, his biggest wins come over people who naturally fought at middleweight. Chael Sonnen, Lyoto Machida, Vitor Belfort. They were all natural middleweights who had come up to light heavy, while Jones was cutting down to reach the weight limit. And when he faced guys the same size as him, Jones has always struggled. Just look at the first fight with Gustafsson, which he arguably lost. He even made Cormier drain himself down to 205 pounds to gain a weight advantage. So when Jones faces someone who's not 20 pounds lighter than him, or drained from a weight cut, but actually bigger and stronger, you've got to think that the air of invincibility might just disappear. Advantage number 2, effective striking. Tom's second major advantage is his superior striking to the American. Now, we've only got a small amount of footage of Jones at heavyweight, so we can't get ahead of ourselves. However, against Gane, Jones looked considerably slower on the feet. Gane was able to move out of the way of a lot of his punches, and they didn't quite have the same snap on them. On the other hand, Aspinall is known for his speed and power on the feet. He moves like a lightweight and can dart in and out of range with that 1-2 all day long. He also holds unbelievable power. All 5 of his knockouts in the UFC come in the first round, and when he eventually lands on Jones, his chin just isn't going to hold up. Advantage number 3, high-level grappling. Now, if you're a Jones fan, you are probably screaming at your phone right now, saying that Jones will just take the fight to the ground and dominate Aspinall as he did to Gane and so many other opponents. However, Tom Aspinall isn't Ciryl Gane. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and an elite wrestler who has never looked uncomfortable on the ground in his MMA career. The guy even submitted Volkov, for crying out loud. Factor in the size of Aspinall, and it's obvious that Jones is going to find out that his grappling just isn't quite as effective against the Brit. He could even get badly manhandled on the ground. Now, before we give you our final prediction, I want to mention that each month we give a shout out share to one of our subscribers. To enter, just comment I sub and you'll be in with a chance of winning. In our view, there's only one way this fight ends. Jones unconscious on the floor from one of Aspinall's signature right hands. It might take the Brit more than 69 seconds to dispatch of Bones, but he will land eventually, and when he does, it'll be night-night for Johnny. Jones is the GOAT of the current generation of MMA. Few can question that. However, when he meets Tom Aspinall in the cage, he's going to hand that status over to a younger, hungrier, and more skilled lion.